Intriguing and enigmatic, Bob Lazar's claims about what the government has got at Area 51 has stirred controversy for decades. My name is AJ with Most Amazing, and these are the top 10 Bob Lazar Area 51 claims that turned out to be true. Let's get our Bob Lazar glasses here and get it started. At number 10 is the Propulsion System. It's been quite the astonishing turn of events when you consider Bob Lazar's claims about UFOs in Area 51. Now, for those of you who might not be familiar with the story, Bob Lazar came forward with some rather extraordinary assertions back in the late 1980s, claiming that he worked at a secret facility near Area 51 called S4, where he was said to reverse engineer extraterrestrial spacecraft. And one of his most intriguing claims was about the way these saucers operated. Fast forward to today, and we've got this remarkable video footage from Commander David Fravor released by the Pentagon, showcasing a UFO doing exactly what Bob Lazar described decades ago, rotating at high speed with sharp angular turns, flying belly first. According to Bob Lazar, that's thanks to the gravity amplifiers along the underside of the ship that Bob had described centuries ago, as opposed to the classic rendition of a saucer flying parallel to the ground as we'd see in sci-fi. While Bob and the gimbal video both showed us that while it does have the capacity to fly like a frisbee, it can conjure what's essentially a powerful gravity vortex underneath the craft to pull it at extremely high velocity. Like, if you were inside one of these bad boys at speed, it would feel like you're falling downwards, nearing Mach something. It's one of those moments that makes you question just how much we might not know about the universe and what's happening in the shadows of government secrecy. The convergence of Lazar's claims and the actual evidence is undeniably mind-boggling. If you're enjoying this video so far, you can support the channel by pressing like, subscribing to Most Amazing, and ringing that notification bell. At number 9 is Element 115. The revelations about Element 115, which Lazar insisted was the key to alien propulsion technology, eventually found their place in the scientific lexicon. See, back in the late 1980s, Lazar made waves by asserting that Element 115, or what he called unpentium, was the fuel source for extraterrestrial UFOs he alleged to have worked on at Area 51. Skeptics scoffed as Element 115 wasn't officially recognized at this time. Fast forward to today, and we've synthesized Element 115, now known as moscovium, in a lab setting. But here's the twist. Our most stable isotopes of moscovium have a fleeting existence lasting mere milliseconds. Yet Lazar continues to claim the existence of a stable isotope that powers these otherworldly craft. It's a tantalizing mystery that leaves us pondering the potential secrets lurking within the cosmos and deep within the confines of Area 51. At number 8 is the FBI raid. Back in 1989, during a live interview with George Knapp, Lazar made headlines by disclosing his work at the mysterious Area 51 Section S4, reverse engineering these extraterrestrial craft. He even claimed to have stolen a piece of Element 115, which purportedly powered these spaceships. Now fast forward to 2019, when United Nuclear Scientific, Lazar's scientific supply company, was raided by the FBI. Conspiracy theorists believe that the feds sought his supposed Element 115 samples. Now there are some government released documents that paint a different picture, but can we trust those? The raid, as it seems, was tied to a unaliving investigation involving thallium poisoning, a substance Lazar's company had sold. The FBI's alleged involvement dated back to early 2016, well before his documentary was being filmed. However, Lazar and the filmmaker Jeremy Corbell contend that the raid was a cover-up story to mask the real intent, which they insist was Element 115. You see, Lazar was cooperating with law enforcement, providing documents and information on thallium sales, leading to search warrants being unexecuted. But just after they filmed this segment where he discussed his possession of 115 for the movie, they enacted a full search warrant on his house and job site. Coincidence? I think not. At number 7, bone density scanners. In a twist worthy of an X-Files episode, Bob Lazar's Area 51 claims seem to have gained some more unexpected validation. Lazar is a man whose assertions about reverse engineering the extraterrestrial spacecraft at the secretive facility have long raised eyebrows, but he's finally found support in the form of a revealing photograph. Thanks to filmmaker Jeremy Corbell's tenacity, Lazar's narrative has been bolstered with tangible evidence. The photograph hails from a classified US government program conducted at Nellis Air Force Range, located in close proximity to Area 51. What's remarkable here is how closely the depicted hand scanner aligns with Lazar's detailed descriptions. Lazar, taken aback by the confirmation, reflected, quote, "I had never thought I would see these again," end quote. It was a biometric scanner, he explained, designed to measure the length of hand bones to grant access to the secretive S4 area. Lazar's skeptics now may need to rethink their positions as this unexpected piece of evidence casts a shadow of credibility over his extraordinary claims. At number 6, the Ufo models. Bob Lazar's claims about Area 51 have continued to intrigue and mystify us over the years. others. His descriptions of inside of the UFO are particularly fascinating. He paints a picture of a spacecraft that defies our understanding of engineering. See, the absence of right angles and the fusion of materials hinted an otherworldly origin. What's striking is how his analogy to describe the material which is composed evolved with time, from his initial description as liquid titanium with everything fused together lacking rivets or seams, to a more contemporary comparison to 3D printing, the entire body being composed of one unit. It's like picture a metal 3D printed bus versus an actual bus on the TTC rattling as it rolls because the thing is barely held together with screws. It raises the intriguing questions about advanced technology behind these craft and whether they indeed come from a civilization far beyond our own. Furthermore, Lazar's revelation that each of the 9 UFO at Area 51 had distinct designs is mind-boggling. They ranged from a jello mold-like structure to a completely flat disc, with diversity hinting at a level of technological sophistication beyond anything we can comprehend. And lastly, the notion that at least one of these UFOs may have ties to an archaeological dig amplifies an even deeper mystery. Could these craft have ancient origins, possibly predating recorded history? At number 5 is Zeta Reticuli. Bob Lazar's claims about Area 51 have fascinated UFO enthusiasts for years. One of his most intriguing assertions was that the flying saucer he worked on came from the Zeta Reticuli star system, specifically ZR3. This revelation is not just another conspiracy theory, with roots in UFO lore dating back to the 1960s. See, the Zeta Reticuli connection echoes through the story of Barney and Betty Hill, who famously claimed they were abducted by aliens in '61. During Betty's hypnosis after the event, she drew a star map depicting their alleged abductor's home. Astronomers analyzed this map for years and argued that it resembled the Zeta Reticuli star system. At number 4, Bob's predecessor. Lazar claimed that he replaced a colleague whose existence met a gruesome end during an incident shrouded in mystery. The circumstances surrounding the substitution remain murky, enveloped in a fog of classified information. Lazar hints at a desperate endeavor of science, an attempt to dissect an alien saucer's reactor while it was running, leading to a tragic fatality. The mere notion of using a plasma cutter on an active alien power source seems recklessly unscientific, inviting speculation about the nature of technology hidden within S4. At number 3, the military made him disappear. One of the most intriguing aspects of Bob's story is the mysterious absence of records supporting his educational and professional background. The absence of proof that he attended MIT or Caltech, coupled with his lack of employment records at Los Alamos National Lab, adds another layer to the enigma surrounding his story. The documentary suggests that these missing records might be a part of a deliberate government effort to discredit Lazar. By erasing his educational and employment history, authorities could cast doubt on his credibility, making it easier to dismiss his astonishing revelations about reverse-engineered extraterrestrial technology at Area 51. They somehow even managed to scrub any mention of his alleged thesis on magnetohydrodynamics. While the missing birth certificate may seem like another element of this conspiracy, it's essential to scrutinize the available evidence and weigh it against Lazar's claims and arrive at a balanced perspective on this perplexing Area 51 mystery. At number 2, the TTic Tac. Remember the TTic Tac encounter back in 2004? Black Aces Commander Dave Fravor thought it couldn't be any type of earthly origin, hinting at anti-gravity technology. Interestingly, when Lazar saw the footage, it matched his description of one of the 9 craft in the hangar at S4. Former Pentagon intelligence officer Lou Ezinaldo revealed the military secret study aimed to decipher the physics of these UFOs, suggesting that they rely on exotic metamaterials, echoing Lazar's claims. So what was once ridiculed as conspiracy is now a tantalizing mystery that even the Pentagon can't ignore. We're living in a world where truth is stranger than fiction. And at number 1, how did they even get here? If manipulating gravity with negative matter wasn't wacko enough, according to Bob, who allegedly got all evidence of his degrees scrubbed by the government, he delved into the idea of manipulating the permittivity and permeability of free space to tinker with the speed of light. Yeah, this might sound like science fiction, but it's not. See, recent developments in metamaterials and photonic engineering have shown that we can indeed manipulate these properties at certain frequencies. This revelation potentially opens doors to rethinking our understanding of relativity. Lazar's notion that relativity could emerge from the depths of quantum mechanics is a concept that tickles the mind of physicists. Could light itself be the architect of space-time bridges between distant points in the universe? It's a tantalizing thought. And while we're not zipping across the cosmos yet, Lazar's claims are no longer brushed aside as pure fantasy, leaving us to ponder the mysteries of what we thought possible. As we navigate the mysterious world of conspiracy theories and government secrecy, it's essential to approach such claims with a discerning eye and open mind. While elements of Bob's story have been validated, others remain shrouded in mystery, reminding us that the quest for truth is a complex and ongoing journey. As always, if there's a Bob Lazar claim you think I've missed, feel free to let me know down in the comments. This has been AJ with Most Amazing Top 10, and I'll catch you all in another video. Later.